Welcome to Desk Mzansi. Let's unpack Kaizer Chiefs' new signings and their contribution so far this season and some of the disappointment because three players haven't played a single minute for Kaizer Chiefs this season. A lot was expected when they were introduced. I'm talking about Ethan Chislett, Shinga, Luke Batman. Batman, there was even a public outcry about him when the coach wanted to demote him to the DDC team. I know some people didn't see it as a demotion. They said he needs to get minutes and stuff like that, and match fitness. But Batman has experienced more than like who's this guy? Your Vilagazi. Imagine if like they take Vilagazi to DTC team. There's gonna be a big reaction and big roar from the fans. But some people were okay with Batman being sent to the DTC team. But yeah, the biggest performer of Kaizer Chiefs so far would be Silva. Silva has scored 4 goals with limited minutes that he has played. Most of his goals he scored coming straight from the bench, which is a good thing when you look at it, man. That you have someone sitting there outside, but you know that if you sub him or you get him inside, something might come. That Silva he gives you that straight from the bench and his contribution. Looking at Kanyisa Mayo came with a big profile. We remember that Kaizer Chiefs wanted him a couple of years back or 2 years back when he was, in fact, it was a year ago, yeah. Year and a half ago when they wanted him to Cape Town City, but unfortunately they could not sign him at the time because Cape Town City wanted more money. They decided to sell him to the North African side. Then he only lasted 1 season. He came to Kaizer Chiefs with big profile. Already scored. He scored like his first game for Chiefs. He scored. But after that, the performances went down. But I think it's like the technical team's problem, how they're not playing him according to his strength. It's not just Kanyisa Mayo. Even the problem with Ighodaro, he has to collect the ball far. So you can't operate like that as a striker. You need to be close to the box. Ighodaro scored one of the most crucial goals on the continental level when they played AS Simba. So far, Ighodaro started a couple of games up front. But yeah, they always replace him. It seems like they don't have like the structure or the team that they can use. You don't know who will start in striking department. Even like later on today, we don't know who will start, but you will see how they will approach the games. But I think some of the guys are starting to adapt, but obviously the team is all over the place because of their disappointment with the continental showpiece in terms of them starting with a loss and a draw, and obviously questionable performances from other players. Asanele Velebayi, we haven't seen much of him, but I remember the first game that he started, uh, he gave us something that when we look at him, we're like, okay, this player could be important for Kaizer Chiefs if they give him more minutes so that he can gain confidence. You could see there's something, but obviously with limited game time and not starting enough matches, we don't know where he will end up. But yeah, he's promising. Yeah, the guy is promising. I think is gonna be very influential for Kaizer Chiefs if given enough minutes to play. And then there's Lebohang, my boy. He played against Noma. He started against Zamalek, one of the toughest games of the season for Kaizer Chiefs, playing at side with continental pedigree, the experience that obviously Chiefs banganayo. But he came and he showed us that he has it. It's either you have it or you don't. And we saw Lebohang Maboy has something special about him. He's not afraid to attack, to shoot, to take shots from the distance, finding his players, protect the ball, try to dribble. So he's a player that they can build something around him. It's one of the most important signings for Kaizer Chiefs. But obviously, around him, he needs some of the players that might help him driving forward in terms of like working as a team and being a unit. It can't just be an individual player who deliver everything. No, he can't. He can't. But the coolest thing about Lebohang Maboy is that he plays like different positions. like your attacking midfield, the central, every he plays everywhere. But with Sundowns, we saw him like last couple of years with Sundowns, played as a central. He adapted well as a central midfielder, can play attack, different position. You can put it anywhere, even the striker anywhere. He will perform because he's comfortable on the ball. Kaizer Chiefs need more players like him with that confidence, man. If you're gonna play for Kaizer Chiefs, you need confidence. And then you have Spesihle Ndlovu, a player came with big expectations. He also played before he moved to SuperSport United. He played for Orlando Pirates, so there's no pressure for him when playing for a big team. But injuries, man, they're not kind to him. Already been injured. I think that slowed his progress for the team. It's not just him. Some of the even Lemohang Mabo was struggling with something. Ethan Chislett, multiple injuries. Ighodaro was injured when he first came. Even Silva experienced injury. And then Kaizer Mayo is currently injured, but yeah, he recovered. Now he's back for selection. Norma, I would say he's available for selection. But yeah, I don't know if it's bad luck or what, but yeah, Chiefs they currently experiencing like injury after injury, but yeah, they're dealing with it. Like enough, the players are able to come back fast. And then there's Tabiso Munyani, for me, one of the best players in the team. He was injured also of which, uh, but for the past two games, he didn't play because Solomon scored and contributed there on the African continent. But I still believe that Tabiso Munyani is by far the best right back for Kaizer Chiefs. A good signing for Kaizer Chiefs, by the way. Then your Paseka Bako also dealt with two injuries. Is starting to come back. We don't know when he's gonna be like in coach's plans in terms of obviously contributing. We know what he can do or bring to Kaizer Chiefs when going forward in terms of attacking. He's a modern fullback in terms of going forward, so it's good. But the height would work against him on the continental showpiece because of he can't deal with aerial balls, and the strength is easily bullied. That is why they play cross in many games. But yeah, there's something about him. We know that he knows how to play this beautiful game. So we just have to wait and see how the gents will adapt. But yeah, it's promising. It's just that the team is on and off, and the coaches haven't found their starting 11. It's just they're just all over the place and trying to. I think they're trying to second guess, because when you look at them, you don't know who will start striking department. Even midfielders, this week they're starting Kyle, next week they're starting Kosing Pilengo, so you don't know. And then the previous game they started Lebohang Maboy, but yeah, they have a good team to compete. Is the confidence there? I don't think so. Given Msimango is currently back from injury, um, recently came back. Is one of the players who is expected obviously to add his experience. He's 28 years old. He was a leader of TS Galaxy, so he's a good player, but he has to fight hard because currently your a player like Quinika, Inacio Miguel, your McCarthy, they are preferred there, and they've defended quite well. They haven't conceded many goals, just there few disappointments, especially on the league, but they've done really well. So given Msimango will have to fight his way back to the starting 11. But yeah, they have a powerful, strong team to compete. But I think something that is short is the confidence from the players, and the players to fight for the coach. I mean, if the players are not in sync with the coaches, then that's a big problem. Peterson, with 7 clean sheets in the league so far, has done really well for himself. Had unlucky not to make it for Afcon squad with Hugo Bros. But yeah, some of the goalkeepers like they're super strong, and Hugo Bros is loyal to the keepers he has used for the past couple of years. So yeah, man, Vuma also 0 minutes. Vuma is a longest serving member of Kaizer Chiefs, but hasn't played this season. 0 minutes, embarrassing. Tuare is currently battling injury, recovering. We'll see how long that will take, but Is not currently, even when he was fit, he clashed with the coaches, so he's not with. Uh, he was not part of the team, man. They just prefer now. They prefer to have even a DTC team guy or player. Who's this guy? Mukwena. So yeah, we don't know if Tuare will be with Kaizer Chiefs after January. Maybe we'll go if he recovers quickly. Inacho Miguel, obviously, for the past few weeks, well, not for the past couple of days, in fact, he has dealt with, you know, low confidence in terms of like defense and contributing to the team. Obviously, the opinions are divided because some feel like he's not well equipped to represent Kaizer Chiefs, uh, getting unnecessary yellow cards. Most of the people are calling for Dudley to recover quick so that Kaizer Chiefs will be solid at the back. But there are moments, Inacio Miguel is on and off. He'll give you a proper performance, and then next minute he's just using his heads unnecessary, or not showing leadership skills, because you can defend well, but if you're gonna have mistakes 2 consecutive games, then you're killing the team. Or you can't be a leader like that, to be honest. Kanyi Soshiga, I don't think, there's a big chance Kanyi Soshiga not playing this year at all. There's a big chance, because he's like the third choice left back. And I remember when he was there, when Cross got injured, I thought he was, I think the first or second time he made it to the bench, I thought they're gonna give him minutes. Guess what? They converted McCarthy to the left back, and didn't give him a chance to play. So it's gonna take the time for him to play for Chiefs. Let's hope it's not a story like your Bongani Sam, where he would sit on the bench for the whole season, not even the bench, but for it, not even making the match day squad the entire season. That would just be a waste of money paying someone for a year. And he has like a 3-year contract, if I'm not mistaken, with Kaizer Chiefs. So they saw something in him. It's just a matter of him adapting to the new environment. That's it. Who can I make? Oh, there's who's the fourth goalkeeper for Chiefs, Montle Molife, dealing with injuries. Let's hope the ball will come back and possibly end a minute or so just this season, so that a lot of people could see him. One of the standout performers for Chiefs this season is Oxum Teto, defensive midfielder, delivers, uh, a lot for a team, and he offers a lot in terms of like making sure that the defense is protected. It's just that is lacking in terms of pass accuracy. That's what he needs to fix, to be honest. He needs to be a good passer of the ball. Unfortunately, you can't be a good passer of the ball overnight. You need to work, um, you need to work on it. Sbongiseni Mteto is 31 years old this year. So, if he's not at 31, if you're not a good passer of the ball at 31, then that's a problem. It means that, obviously, but it could be a good player for Chiefs. Whenever he recovers the ball, pass it at the back, or pass someone gives, they must give him options to pass, short passes, not long passes. He needs someone to give him like options. Your Ngobo, if he's close to Ngobo, I think he plays better because Ngobo gives him options. Ngobo is comfortable on the ball; he will never lose it. There are times where Tetwa holds the ball, wins the ball, and gives it to the opponent because of there's no option in front of him. And there are moments where he has to track back and use his speed, which is just, not okay for him, because of you end up losing that ball again, and then they have to mark it. Also, when I look at Frosler, I don't think he will contribute a lot this season for Kaizer Chiefs. He plays left back, no right back. He can also play left back, I know, but the coaches are not mobile or flexible in terms of like just surprising the opponent sometimes. Start like Frosler as a 6, or start him as a left back, because you know what he can do or bring to the team when he's given opportunities. Like he's a good shooter, good pass off the ball. There are so many good things that Chiefs can get when he's inside the field of play. But more than they're just waiting for someone to get injured and then they give the they're waiting for Solomon Zamunyani, both of them maybe to get injured in order for Floster to get an opportunity to play. That's not a good thing, to be fair. Yeah, they can play him different position. Even where Tetra plays, he can go there and contribute a lot for the team. With Kele, I'm not convinced so far this season with his performances. I think he can do better, man. Tutuzi Vilagazi has his own moment. He's a good player, but the performances fluctuate. You don't know what to expect. This game, he gives you a nice proper performance. The next game, he gives you nothing. Vilagazi. I Fudo Vilagazi. I think he has like multiple assists so far this season. I think he's a player that can contribute to the team. What he needs is the confidence from the coaches to play his normal game, because these coaches said they don't. They said, oh yeah, they need him to be a good marker. Also, imagine telling Vilagazi that he has to go back and mark, and you're stressing a young man. Just I know a modern football requires that everyone has to mark now, but some of the players, they just have to let some of the players be, man. So now Villagas has to track back, Mafethu, and get the ball there. No, he has to stay like in his position and wait for the ball. There are two, three players who can do that inside the field of play. When you are a special player, just the coaches have to know your strength, not to play like Europeans, Mafethu, which everyone is marking. Messi is not marking. I'm not saying Villagas is Messi, but they have to know his strength and let him play his game, not like a robot. He's a good player. He can give them so much. Matlo, with Matlo, I don't know. I don't see him contributing immensely to the team. But yeah, you never know. You can, like, you can change, obviously, with working hard. You can switch. You cannot write someone off and say, it's over. But with him, I don't see him like contributing a lot or giving a team a lot, because I haven't seen like him even driving forward and pushing that hard. Uh, I think is a. I remember watching a game close with someone that, okay, I won't mention this person because he won't like it. But he plays for cameras and he wants the reaction from the fans. Yeah, there's nothing much to say about Matlo. I'm surprised that he's still with Chiefs, because even last season they didn't contribute that much. But it's important to note that against Mamelodi Sundowns, he assisted to Prince with that second goal where they defeated Sundowns. So that's the only thing I remember of him with Kaizer Chiefs, especially last season, big matches. Pule Modi, oh, yeah, yeah, 32-year-old. The coaches trust him because of his experience. I think they believe that he can contribute a lot to the team, give a lot to the team. But this season hasn't really given a team that much. I think it deserves to start more from the bench, and the youngsters get more opportunities to play. To be honest, even a guy like Dupreez is given opportunity, is out of the blue. They take Dupreez from the stands straight to the starting lineup. The next game is not even part of the traveling team or the match day squad. And you ask yourself, how are these coaches selecting these players if the player is not even part of the traveling squad? Then the next game, they're starting a game. How are these coaches deciding who plays, who does what? Hi. Another player, Morris. Just I don't know who decided to who looked at the stats of Morris and said this one is a good player for Chiefs. The guy scored what he has played, I think, over 10 years, yeah, because he was introduced, I think, 2013, 2014 in Cape Town. It was still Ajax Cape Town at the time, yeah. Now it's Cape Town Spurs. But his goal record, is so poor that when you look at it for Kaizer Chiefs to sign him, it's embarrassing. I remember reading something that said they only signed him because he scored against Kaizer Chiefs when he was in Supersport. I think that was the only goal that he scored. I think that was the only goal that he scored that season for Supersport. He scored against Kaizer Chiefs. Then they signed him. This season he has only played 1 minute only. In fact, didn't even touch the ball. They replaced someone, and then he came in to take a penalty. That penalty was saved. Came in to miss a penalty. Imagine. But yeah, they have, as I said, they have a good squad to compete. But it's all about, the mental pedigree of the players. Uh, the big question, obviously, will be: can they do it? We don't know. We just have to wait and see. Diski Mzanze, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure that we grow this page to at least let's take it to 1,000 subscribers.